Hey gang, DVD collector back in the movie room, and it is Monday and you're on Horoscope, the great collaboration channel where we talk about nothing but horror movies. This week is Gore week, and as always I start the week off. So I thought I'd just throw out a little something about what gore means to a horror movie and what gore means to me. Now, first and foremost, I'm a monster guy. I love monster films. As you can see, I'm wearing the Universal Monster shirt. I love most of the horror movies I love don't even include gore, but the majority of the fan favorite films especially are gore fests, and that is a very popular group of horror movies in the horror genre. So we talk slasher films, we talk anything else, we're going to see lots of blood, lots of guts, lots of heads exploding, stuff like that. And I don't turn my head to those because I do love the horror genre so much. I'm just, first and foremost, a pretty much classic horror, black and white, kind of guy. But I love all of it. I love the horror genre. And today I thought I'd talk about Evil Dead. This is the remake of Evil Dead, but I like to think of it as more of another telling of the story of Evil Dead. And if you watch the special features on this, you'll see Bruce Campbell talk about the story itself. Don't think of it as a remake of Evil Dead. Don't think of it as the story, a retelling of Ash. Think of it as the book ends up in another cabin, and that makes the movie a lot easier to watch. I'm a fan of the movie for a couple different reasons. I love this. I like the story, except for the casting. Man, if they hadn't have cast this at Abercrombie and Fitch, then it would have been a way better movie. I'm not a big fan of any individual character in it. Everybody in this movie is forgettable to me. My love for this film is the overall story, the beginning of it, because I come from in a background of drug rehabilitation. I understand what's going on here, so I really admire what they tried to do at the beginning of this movie. The use of practical effects is the biggest reason I love this movie. I love how they went back to real gore. They touch up some stuff on CGI and stuff like that, but for the most part, this movie is 100%, practical effects, and I love that. So I like what they did. I like that Sam and them were behind it, and I don't think they were behind it for just money, because I don't think they've seen this movie as being nearly as popular as the first. They had to know that. Fans are going to be very critical of a horror movie. But this movie takes place, of course, in the woods, at a cabin, just like the original Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2. But what we see in this movie is a whole different reason why they're there. They're there to help the sister who is a drug addict to become clean. So the whole story revolves around her recovery. They see her transforming into these awful things with her attitude, and all that is symptomatic of withdrawal. She's going through withdrawal, and that's what they think in their head, until of course she starts being really, really violent, and just shit starts really hitting the fan. Even the point where she throws up on the girl, they think of that as something she's going through withdrawal with. The girl's a nurse. I really don't understand that, but they take it to that next step, and some of the gore and violence in this movie is top notch. I mean, a lot of people hate on this movie, but you can't hate on the entire movie. Hate on the principle of the movie. You don't like it's a remake. You don't like this. But as far as using the practical effects and the story that they're telling, we're on the right track to getting Hollywood back in the horror game. We're, those PG-13 jump and grab bullshit movies need to take a page out of this. Like, this movie and The Conjuring are some of the best horror movies that we've seen in a long time. Like I said, I'm not behind who's in this movie. I don't care one shit about anybody in this movie. I don't think I'd recognize them in another movie. I don't care if they ever do another movie. But as far as practical effects and storyline go, I got to give it a big thumbs up. You really impressed me. I really liked a lot of the movie. So once again, we're talking Evil Dead. It's Gore Week. We're going to hear from everybody on the channel's favorite gore experiences, and just overall what they like about gore, what they don't like about gore. Maybe somebody will hit on that. I don't know. Is gore too much for the genre for you? Do you like stuff that's not gory? I don't. I love gore, but I prefer monster movies, so that's where I stand at this. But anyway, it's been fun. And make sure you subscribe if you're not a member. If you haven't subscribed to Horoscope as of yet, please hit the subscribe button, thumbs up, thumbs down, and check out everybody's videos. So until next time, guys, I'll see you later.